Welcome student. Today we have to see rotational spectroscopy and the condition for a molecule to be a microwave active and derivation for moment of inertia in the rotational spectroscopy. These 3 points we have to see one by one. Now you know there are main energy levels, and in these main energy levels vibrational energy levels are there. Okay, now in between these vibrational energy level again rotational energy levels are there, that is J equals to 0, J equals to 1, J equals to 2 and so on. Okay, but when there is a transition in absorption microwave spectra in such a way that J equals to 1 to J equals to 2 or J equals to 0 to J equals to 1, this transition is possible if the energy difference between these two rotational energy level, if suppose the difference of energy is E rotational, means energy of this level minus energy of this level, then this difference is suppose delta E of rotation. So much amount of energy from microwave region is absorbed by that molecule, then there is absorption rotational spectra or absorption microwave spectra, because microwave spectroscopy or the rotational spectroscopy is one and same. Means microwave spectra is obtained when a molecule is supplied energy is equals to energy difference between two rotational energy levels. When such amount of energy is supplied to molecule, and this energy must be from microwave region or radio wave region, then transition takes place from lower rotational quantum number to its higher. And you know, for that there is a selection rule, that is delta J is equals to plus minus 1, but here there is absorption spectra, that's why delta J equals to plus 1. After following this selection rule, the absorption spectra, microwave absorption spectra is obtained, or you will get pure rotational microwave spectra or pure rotational spectra or microwave spectra. Now conditions for microwave active molecule, very important. Conditions for microwave active molecules. Again one question may be in our mind, sir माइक्रोवेव स्पेक्ट्रा क्या है, समझ में आया. व्हेन देयर इज एब्सॉर्प्शन फ्रॉम माइक्रोवेव रीजन, these radiations absorb and there is a transition between rotational energy level and microwave spectra is obtained. But which molecule shows this absorption spectra? क्या दुनिया का हर एक मॉलिक्यूल ये माइक्रोवेव स्पेक्ट्रा दिखाता है क्या? नहीं. वहां पर कुछ कंडीशंस वो सैंपल ने मॉलिक्यूल्स ने फॉलो किए, तो वही सैंपल्स कि जो ये दो इंपॉर्टेंट कंडीशंस फॉलो करेंगे वही सैंपल्स माइक्रोवेव स्पेक्ट्रा, जिसको बोलते हैं अपन रोटेशनल स्पेक्ट्रा, दिखाएंगे. सबसे पहले सैंपल मस्ट बी इन गैसियस फेज. सैंपल मस्ट बी इन गैसियस फेज. then and then the molecules shows the rotational spectra, because in gaseous phase rotational energy levels are quantized. What is there? Rotational energy levels are quantized, or one can say quantized means well defined. Okay, in gaseous phase. Means this is somewhat close relation, okay, but quantization means there is a difference in this way. Okay, quanta is well defined. This is condensed phase. If the rotational energy levels are in condensed phase as like this, then there is no transition possible, rotational transition. In order to takes place a transition, rotational transition, the rotational energy levels are in this way. Means they are well defined. They are not in condensed phase. They are not in condensed phase. They are well defined. Okay. Then and then the molecule which are in gaseous phase shows the rotational spectra. And second condition is that the molecule must have permanent dipole moment. What must be there? Permanent dipole moment. Means heteronuclear diatomic molecule. This HCl is heteronuclear diatomic molecule. Its electronegativity is more as compared to this one. That's why this bond is polar, and since bond is polar, that's why this molecule have permanent dipole moment mu. It has some value. Okay. But on the other hand, if you take homonuclear diatomic molecule, electronegativity of both is same, and this small bond is not polar. Okay, that's why the dipole moment is 0. That's why this H2 molecule can't give this rotational spectra. HCl in gaseous phase, both are in gaseous phase. Though it is in gaseous phase, but it is homonuclear diatomic molecule. It follow one condition, it is gaseous phase, but it cannot follow the another condition because its dipole moment is 0. But what is the second condition? The molecule must have certain dipole moment. Okay, and another, if we take the another example, say NH3 liquid and NH3 gas. Okay, whether this gives the rotational spectra? No, only one, ammonia in gaseous phase gives. It has permanent dipole moment. It is in gaseous phase. NH3 can't give. Okay, N2 gives rotational spectra or not? If it is in gaseous phase, no. Why? Because it is in gaseous phase, but it cannot have dipole moment. It is 0. That's why it can't show. In this way, these are the two conditions. Means in order to show a molecule microwave spectra, two conditions must be followed. First, molecule must have permanent dipole moment. If the molecule is symmetric, its dipole moment is 0. If it is unsymmetric, then there is a dipole moment. And such a molecule in gaseous phase, second condition, molecule must be in gaseous phase, then and then it gives the rotational spectra. Okay, now these are the two conditions. Now the molecule which shows the rotational spectra are called as microwave active. What are they called? Microwave active. Means which molecules are microwave active? NH3 gas. Okay, then HCl gas, microwave active, because they shows. And microwave inactive. माइक्रोवेव इनएक्टिव मीन्स जो माइक्रोवेव स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी के कंडीशंस फॉलो नहीं करता, मतलब कौन से? HN2 गैस, H2 गैस, they cannot show the microwave spectra. They are called as a microwave inactive. Means what are the conditions to be microwave active and inactive? You know it. Okay. Now expression for moment of inertia of rigid rotator in microwave spectroscopy. Now consider a molecule AB. What is it? It is a molecule AB. This is molecule AB. In order to see the derivation for moment of inertia, consider heteronuclear diatomic molecule AB. Okay, and internuclear distance between the centers of these two molecules is R0, and this is the center of gravity about which this molecule can rotate. Okay, this is axis. About this axis this molecule can rotate. Okay, now this is center of gravity, and distance of molecule atom A from center of gravity is R1, and distance of atom B in the molecule AB from center of gravity is R2. Means from diagram it is clear that R0 is equals to R1 plus R2. Okay, for this system. This is the center of gravity about which this molecule AB is rotated. This is heteronuclear diatomic molecule. This molecule has a mass m1, it has a mass m2. They are different in a size. One is a small one, another one is a big one. Okay, in this way. And its mass is, this atom B has a mass m2. It has a mass m1. Okay, it has a mass m1. This is center, this is center. Distance between the center of these two molecules R0. Internuclear distance, that is R0. And what is R1? Distance of atom A having mass m1 from center of gravity. And what is R2? Distance of atom B having mass m2 from center of gravity. And from diagram R0 equals to R1 plus R2. Now from this diagram, if the condition of balancing is there, what is the condition of balancing for this system AB? It is M1 R1 is equals to M2 R2. About center of gravity, it will be balanced when M1 R1 equals to M2 R2. Now from this is the condition of balancing. Now if you put here value of R2, what is the value of R2 from this R0 minus R1? Put this value of R2 in this equation. M1 R1 is equals to M2 R0 minus R1. Solve it further. M1 R1 is equals to M2 R0 into M2 minus M2 R1. Now it comes to left hand side, M1 R1 plus M2 R1, that is equals to M2 R0. Okay, it is comes to left side. Then from this two, if R1 kept constant, it will be M1 plus M2 into bracket R1, that is M2 into R0. Now what is the value of R1? R1 is equals to M2 upon this value, that is M1 plus M2 into R0. Means from the condition of balancing we are able to calculate the value of R1 in terms of mass of system, and here this is nothing but M2 upon M1 plus M2 into R0. Okay, similarly if R1 is equals to so much, that's why R2 is equals to M1. Here for R1, here there is M2. That's why for R2 it will be M1 and remaining remains as it is. These are the values of R1 and R2. Now for this system, if we calculate the moment of inertia, then what is the value of moment of inertia for this system? Moment of inertia of system. Moment of inertia. How it is moment of, what is the value of moment of inertia? That will be I is equals to M1 R1 square plus M2 R2 square. Okay, for this it is physics. Moment of inertia of this diatomic system is M1 into R1 square plus M2 into R2 square. Now put values of R1 and R2. What is the value of R1? M2 upon M1 plus M2 into R0 whole bracket square plus M2 remains as it is. What is the value of R2? M1 upon M2 plus M1 or M1 plus M2 into R0 whole bracket square. If you further solve it, and in this expression if we solve it, then it will be M1 M2 square into R0 square upon M1 plus M2 whole bracket square plus here M2 M1 square R0 square upon m1 plus m2 whole bracket square. If you solve it further after that step, then moment of inertia I is equals to, now from this bracket kept a common m1 m2, m1 m2. If you take a common, then what will be the expression? What will be the expression? Or we may take r0 r0 square, then r0 may be common, r0 square, okay, into bracket m1 plus m2 into what is there, m1 m2, okay, m1 m2 upon denominator remains m1 plus m2 whole bracket square, okay. 1 m1 plus m2 cancel with this, that is I equals to r0 square m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2. Now this equation is nothing but in this form, m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2 into r0 square, and here this term is nothing but mu, and it will be the reduced mass of this system. In this way, this is expression for moment of inertia of rigid rotator or moment of inertia of molecule in microwave spectroscopy. Question may be asked, what are the conditions for microwave active molecules? Derive expression for moment of inertia, or what are the conditions for molecule to be a microwave active, and show that I equals to mu r square or r0 square, where r0 is the internuclear distance, mu is the reduced mass of system.